Hi, my name is Jen, and I'm the co-owner of the Formidable Genealogist research company with 5 genealogy tips. Tip 1. Pay careful attention to the location of where somebody was from in Germany. A lot of times you'll just see the blanket Germany listed or Prussia, but there's a lot more to that. If you are trying to find somebody's records and they lived in Posen, Germany, you're going to be searching in Poznan, Poland. The record stayed put despite changing borders, so always check where they lived, not the country. 2. If you're having trouble finding the parents of one of your direct ancestors, be sure to build out all of their siblings. I see many trees that just go straight back and they don't go sideways at all. You will often find an elderly parent who is widowed living with one of the siblings on a census record. A lot of people will miss that just because they're focused on getting farther back in time. So always search deep and wide. 3. Always look at a map when you're researching a specific location where your family lived. If somebody said they lived in Woodbury County, Iowa, look at a map and see that that's right on the Missouri River on the border next to Nebraska and South Dakota. Check neighboring counties and neighboring states because you will find that people were not always registering in the same location. 4. Look for church records. You'll find a lot of Swedish and Norwegian Lutheran records online on Ancestry and Family Search, but there are a lot of records that are just sitting in a church basement somewhere and are not digitized. If you're not sure where your family went to church, find a marriage record and see who the pastor or priest was, and then Google the location and that name to see if you can find out where to contact. I didn't used to contact churches as much because I usually assumed that I knew more than they probably did about the families and didn't really have any records, but I have been proven wrong twice in the past few weeks, so I wanted to pass that along too. Always contact the churches because you might get lucky. 5. Spelling doesn't matter. I can't stress this enough. If you find who you think is your family member, but they have an E at the end of their last name and never have before, it's still your family member. You are at the mercy of the census enumerator most of the time, who probably didn't ask how to spell something or just wrote it how they heard it based on something that was familiar to them. Or your family member may have been illiterate, and in that case, their name really had no official spelling. So just be very loosey-goosey with spelling and don't worry about it too much. If the person was in the right place at the right time, it's probably them. Thanks.